My mum actually studied law in TAFE at Granville. And her sister in TAFE, in her class, gave her videos of Sheikh Ahmed Dida, rahimullah. And instead of my mum watching it, she just tossed it on the couch and Harun grabbed it. Subhanallah. And these videos that we took from Sheikh Ahmed Dida, we used to laugh. We used to laugh with him, you know. Even though he was saying things against our religion, we used to laugh. And after we watched it repeatedly, time after time, we stopped laughing because we started to listen. And every time we watched it, then we'll reference check what he's saying. We'll open up our Bibles to the references that he's given. We'll look at the verse and we'll think, this guy, he knows the Bible better than my minister dad. And Harun followed me to New Zealand in about 2019. In 2019, outside my mom's house, Alhamdulillah, I became a Muslim. This stigma, this mindset that I had against Muslims and Lebanese actually came from my parents. I remember one day my dad went to go drop me off at Birrong Boys High School. And across the street I noticed that there was a sister there dropping her kids off to Birrong Boys High School. And I remember my dad said, hey, he bumped me. Sorry, I think it was this way. Oh, you know, I wasn't driving my dad. It was this way. He bumped me. And he said, hey, look at that sister, hijabi. And I remember we looked, and the sister in the hijab, she was mumbling words. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. My dad said to me, my son, watch out for those people. They're casting spells. They deal with black magic. My brothers, this is what my dad is he's telling me this. That women in hijab and fellas with big beards, if they're mumbling, they're casting spells. They're involved with black magic. As a Muslim, what is it? What are they doing? What is she doing, brother? She's doing dhikr. She's making dua. And my dad's telling me she's casting spells. Allahu Akbar. So this is the initial reaction that my parents felt. They felt betrayed, huh? But wallahi, you ask my parents now. I just got off the phone with my mum a couple of days ago. And she was just, I'm so proud of you, son. You're doing such an amazing work with the youth, with your Muslim community. Keep it up, son. We love you. My dad, son, I am so proud of you for the man that you've become today. If only we could have that when you were a Christian.
So you guys believe that God can't become man? To say this is to limit God's power. True? Untrue? Can God become the devil? Can God lie? Can God create another God? Better yet, can God become a potato? And if God became a potato, would you worship it? You see, brother, that doesn't make sense, and let me tell you why. If God can do anything, for example, coming down as a man to save the rest of human beings from himself, then you've opened up the doors to questions like, can God become the devil? Can God lie? Can God create a rock that he can't lift? And the Muslim position on this is that God is able to do all things, but God only does godly things. God does not need to become a man. God does not lie. God does not become the devil. Even though he is very capable of doing so, God will not, because God only does godly things. And God becoming a man is not godly. That's why we're not the same, because we believe Jesus is God. Brother, Jesus was born, and to be born means to be created. And a creator cannot be created, because you cannot be God and not God at the same time. It's like asking a carpenter if he can be a chair and asking a chair if he can be a carpenter. Please debate Sam and God logic, you're so knowledgeable. Brothers and sisters, since accepting the religion of Islam 5 years ago, I have built my platform on sharing the message of Islam and calling the people to the oneness of God. Guys, these two, Sam Shamoon and Dog Logic, they have built their platforms on defending Christianity. on arguing with Muslims, on attacking Muslims, on struggling to uphold the Trinitarian belief, struggling to explain to us Muslims who and what God is. Brothers and sisters, I stay away from people like this. I continue on my lane, and my lane is calling the people to the La ilaha illallah.
The best day of my life is when I became a Muslim 5 years ago. And since knowing what life is like without guidance, I wasted no time in sharing Islam with others.
Ashhadu
an la
ilaha illallah wa ashhadu anna Muhammad Rasul Allah. I bear witness that there is no deity worthy to be worshipped except Allah. That Prophet Muhammad is a messenger and slave of Allah.
And so after stepping into the prophetic mission of Da'wah, Allah took me to places I've never imagined. Traveling to Fiji, we visited 5 different locations, training Muslims in how to give Da'wah using only common sense and logic. I've traveled up and down New Zealand, empowering revert Muslims to join the Da'wah. As a new Muslim support person, support never ends as people accept the religion of Islam right throughout. A typical year starts off with camps, with different masjids around New Zealand, catering to especially revert Muslims and our youth. Social cohesive activities like camping, hunting, and kayaking keep our brothers busy, especially our young ones. Keeping our brothers busy before Ramadan is crucial, and I work intensively with them pre-Ramadan. Ramadan is filled with revert iftars, public iftars at community libraries, and intensive ibadah during the last 10 months. Eid is our opportunity to familiarize ourselves with the wider Islamic community. 15 to 20 reverts experience the hospitality and festive routine that Eid provides. This year's Ramadan started for me in the Holy Lands, Mecca and Medina. Invited by King Salman as his guest, 6 reverts, including myself, performed Umroh. Returning back to New Zealand, Allah had plans to uplift me down. Traveling to Vanuatu for 2 weeks, visiting villages, providing training to the Muslims, and by the permission of Allah, 132 people accepted Islam. Allah blessed me with meeting key figures in the Da'wah like Muslim Undertaker and Sonny Bill Williams. Currently being the co-founder of Multi-Pacifica Revert Association, our aim is to reintegrate new Muslims into the existing Islamic community. Jazakumullahu khairan. Barakallahu feekum. Wassalamu alaikum wa